Who will be Manchester United's starting 11 against Fulham in the Premier League? Hello and welcome to Stevie C TV. I am Stevie C and we are here to have a look at the Manchester United team and who will be in the starting 11 versus Fulham in the first game of the season, this time next week. This is a must-win game for Man United. It is the first Premier League game, so it's the opener of the Premier League. It is the first home game, and Fulham beat Manchester United 2-1 at Old Trafford the last time they played. They also need to make sure they get a result in this game because they have a tough opening three fixtures. Fulham, Brighton away, and then Liverpool at home at Old Trafford. So let's get started, guys. Let's break down this team. Let's see where we can go and see what starting 11 we think we're going to be for Manchester United in that first game against Fulham. We're going to start with the goalkeepers first. Obviously, we have Onana, Bayinde and Heaton. I think this one's an obvious one, really. You've obviously got Heaton there, who is the experience on the bench. He's a bit more of a coach for the Bayinde and Onana in the squad. So Heaton we can cancel out there. And then we've got Bayinde. Bayinde, again, went to the Euros, more of a backup keeper, and he's definitely going to be the backup keeper for Onana. Onana takes that goalkeeper spot straight away, and he's going to solidify that. He had a good end to last season, and hopefully he will continue that form and take this season by storm and have a better start to the season than he did last season. We're going to talk left backs next, but before I do, guys, please like this video, please share, and please subscribe to the channel. Every single like, every single view, and every single subscriber counts to this channel. We are on the road to 2K subscribers. We're almost at 1.5. Let's get to 2K, guys. Let's help this channel out and let's make sure we are subscribing to the channel and more content like this in future. Now back to the United starting 11 and the left backs. So we have got Luke Shaw, we have got Malacia, and we have got Harry Amas. Harry Amas being a 17-year-old, and it looks like Harry Amas will take that spot in the squad. Obviously you've got Luke Shaw, who looks like he is a doubt for the Community Shield. And it looks like he might not even be able to make that first game. So Harry Amas is a must in this one, I think. Malacia is already out injured. So Harry Amas, good pre-season, pretty much played most games. He deserves that spot in that team. Is it the best option? No, but he definitely deserves the spot. And at least to show what he can do, it's a better option than having Anthony at the left back. We're going to switch it to the other side now. We have got the right backs. Obviously we have Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. We have got ongoing talks at the moment with West Ham for Wan-Bissaka, except from the fee is not being met. So with Wan-Bissaka being in that squad, I can't see it. I can't see him playing Wan-Bissaka. He looks a doubt for the Community Shield anyway. So why would we play him? Obviously Dalot played in the Euros, but if Dalot's fit, which he should be, he takes that right back position straight away and he'll go straight into that squad. Obviously we have been linked with Mazraoui, but I don't think Mazraoui, even if we do sign him from Bayern Munich, I do not think Mazraoui starts the team and even takes the starting right back position. I think that's Dalot's to lose. On to the dreaded centre-backs now. If you look at these centre-backs, you'd think the injury season is already started and we are plagued with injuries as always. Obviously we spoke about Wan-Bissaka, we spoke about Shaw, but now we've got Lindelof and Maguire, both doubts for the Community Shield, potentially doubts for the first game of the season. And then we've obviously got the new signing in Yoro. We can take him out of there because Yoro is out for 3 months or so. So he could be out longer, he could be out short. We're not too sure, but Yoro is out of the squad. Obviously, hopefully he establishes his space in the squad when he does come back fit. But that is all down to Yoro and getting back to full fitness before he does start the season. But he will not start that first game of the season, that's for sure. That just leaves us with Martinez and Johnny Evans. Obviously, Johnny Evans, solid, experienced centre-back, 36 years old now, and he's getting on. His age is not helping him, and his legs are getting weaker and weaker. Can he keep up with the Premier League against an attacking side like Fulham? Let's hope he can, because I think it's going to be Martinez and Johnny Evans in that squad. Even if we get the links De Ligt, I don't think De Ligt starts either. I think he needs to implement his place in the squad if we do sign the lit from Bayern Munich. So Johnny Evans and Martinez, but I really hope Maguire is back for the game. I'm going with them too, but Maguire is what I want. I want Martinez and Maguire at the centre-backs. Moving on to the midfield now. We have 3 positions here. I think we're going to go with the same shape as usual. Same as last season. Hopefully Ten Hag changes it up tactically, but we're definitely going with the same midfield. So straight away, we are going with the captain. Bruno is going to be in that midfield. We're going to take everybody else out of that, because we're going to go straight in there and put Bruno Green. You'll see that I've got Amrabat on the list there. Obviously, he is on the United website as a United player. Not too sure why. His loan has ended. We did not renew it. Is he coming back? Are we going to try and sign him? Are we going to extend his loan? Let's wait and see. But I don't think he starts. Even if we do extend that deal, he does not start for Man United in this game. The real question is Mainu going to start for Manchester United in that first game of the season? And my answer to that is, I think he is. Obviously, he played for England, got all the way to the finals with the Euros. However, the player that he is, he played most games, and his fitness could be questionable, but I think he's going to be match fit already. I think he's going to go straight into that Community Shield squad, to be honest, and I think he goes straight into the Premier League side. So that's Bruno and Mainu confirmed, my 2 midfielders. We've got 1 more space left, and we've got 4 people left to fill that 1 space. We've got McTominay, we've got Eriksen, we've got Casemiro and Mason Mount. I think we can take Mason Mount out of this. I think he is a very similar player to Bruno, just not as good as Bruno. He plays a similar position, and I think the press would be good from Mount, but I just don't see him fitting in the squad just yet. Hopefully he can implement himself into the squad this season. Obviously he was injured last season and he didn't get much game time. Hopefully he can show us what he can actually do and solidify himself in that midfield. Then you've got Eriksen. I think we can take him out of that squad as well. He's getting tired legs. I can't see him doing a 70-minute game. I can only see him doing around 20 minutes, 25, maybe half an hour. But I can't see him starting any game this season for Eriksen. If we do start him, it's going to be a cup game or something like that. So McTominay or Casemiro is what we are left with. I do like McTominay. I do think he's a good player. Defensively, he's not as good as Casemiro. That is clear. However, I do think he's a very good squad player and can get the team a goal, which is what we're struggling with. We are struggling for goals, or we were. In pre-season, we had 20-odd shots, and we still didn't get a goal against Liverpool. But we looked good. We just didn't get that goal. But for me, both of these players look like they might be going out the door, but I think Casemiro takes that spot. I think Mainu and Bruno could complement Casemiro in the midfield, and Mainu can cover for any potential weaknesses from Casemiro in terms of pace, in terms of keeping with that midfield. Obviously, Fulham have got Smith Rowe just signed, so is he going to be a danger for them? They've got Andreas Pereira. There's some good players in that midfield for Fulham, and they've got good attacking players with pace. So can Casemiro keep with them? I hope he can, because I'm going to put him in that squad. I'm going to put him in our starting 11. Man United definitely need a CDM though. And what happened to the Ugarte deal? It looked like we were getting Ugarte. It looked like it was signed, sealed and delivered. But no, it's still not done and it's still not confirmed. Romano with the false headlines there, which is very, very rare. But I wouldn't say it's false. It's just still not happened yet. But that's my midfield, guys. Bruno, Mainu and Casemiro for the first game of the season. We're going to move on to the forwards to finish that team off now. Obviously, I'm going to include strikers and wingers, and I will explain my reason for that in a moment. So let's talk wingers specifically first. So we've got Rashford, Garnacho, Pellistri, Ahmad, Sancho and Anthony. I feel like we can take Pellistri out of this team. I don't think he's going to start the game. It's not that I don't like him as a player. I just don't think he's strong enough to be the first team player. And he's just not going to be starting this game at all. He might be on the bench, but he will not start. As for Sancho, I think we can take him out. We don't know what's going on with the rumours between PSG and if there's actually a deal there. I think all this transfer talk might not put him in the starting 11. He did do a pre-season, but I think that Community Shield game is going to decide whether we start him or not. But the rumours do not help, and I think Sancho is gone from United. I do not think we'll see Sancho in a United shirt for the season. So I think we will keep that one away and we won't start Sancho in the first game. For me, Garnacho takes this spot guaranteed. He gets a spot in this side, whether it's the left or right. Garnacho is a player that definitely needs to be in the starting 11. I feel like Community Shield, he might get a bit of game time. I don't think he'll start, but he definitely deserves to be in the squad. He's done nothing wrong, and I'm hoping he's still at match fitness. The guy has gone and won Copa America. He didn't start games, but he obviously is a player that is key to that Argentinian side and key to the Man United side in the way that we're going to play in future. So Garnacho takes that spot, but like I say, left or right, I'll keep that in mind and I'll tell you in a moment. And the thing with Garnacho is definitely a better option than Antony, especially on that right-hand side. So Antony is going out of that team there. He's not going to start this game against Fulham. I actually prefer Garnacho over Rashford as well and would prefer him to play on the left. But the thing with Rashford, can Rashford play up front for the first game of the season? Højlund is out with an injury. This is where I bring in the forwards, guys. This is where I bring in the strikers. Højlund is out with injury for at least 6 weeks, so he was guaranteed not to play. Xerxes is just being implemented into the squad. I prefer him to start. I do want Xerxes to start, get his Premier League debut, start on his Premier League debut, but I just can't see it happening. So I'm going to put Rashford up front, which then makes me make that decision of putting Garnacho on the left because he plays better on the left-hand side. And that just leaves me with Ahmad on the right. So he goes straight into that right-hand side. He's had a good pre-season. He looks like our only goal threat at the moment. Obviously, Højlund scoring the other goals in pre-season, but obviously he is injured. But Ahmad is definitely a threat. He's definitely promising. And hopefully it's a way that we take this team forward. We've got Højlund, we've got Manu, Ahmad, Garnacho. We've got some good players in there at going forward and getting goals, really. So let's hope this team can do well. But that is my starting 11, guys. That is the Manchester United starting 11 against Fulham. Is that going to be the team? We'll recap this team though, guys. We've got Anana in net. We've got Dalot at right back. We have got Evans and Martinez centre back. Harry Amas getting his Premier League debut at left back. Then we're going to have Casemiro CDM with Manu and Bruno in front. And then we've got Garnacho on the left, Rashford up front, and Ahmad on the right. What do you guys think? Do you think that's going to be the squad? I think it is. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments, guys. Do you think anybody else deserves to be in the squad? Do you think anybody else will start over who I've already selected? Or do you think I've got the right squad there? Let me know in the comments, guys. I really hope Man United can start this season strong. Obviously, tough games. So let's get them ones out of the way. And let's get to this Liverpool game with 2 wins. And hopefully a big win against Liverpool as well at Old Trafford. It's going to be a long season. We've got 38 games to play. Where will we end up? I'm going to do another video where all the teams are going to finish this season. Or where I believe they will. So make sure you stay tuned. There will be more videos. This has been my starting 11 for the Premier League. I'll see you on the next video, guys.